Hey everyone, James here with all of the good news and some of the bad news as well. We are looking like the election is still being counted. There's no news there. I'm not going to be able to add anything that the various thousand news outlets have not been able to provide themselves either. But we can say about what you should be investing based on it. The interesting thing is that because it wasn't a blue wave, so a lot of that is now being unwound from the market. So everything that people were expecting, infrastructure going up, and those tech stocks were getting beaten up. They were sort of the main two ones that was happening. And now that reversed overnight with the idea that it's not going to be a complete democratic sweep. So what do you do? How do you trade? What do you trade it? And it seems like the market is now just really factoring in the fact that Biden is probably going to be the president, which means that it's a status quo in the Congress, so they won't be able to pass any major big crazy laws. They won't be able to pass any Green New Deal, huge infrastructure spend, stimulus, all that stuff is not going to happen. So Congress is pretty much going to be a lock, but at least they'll be working together with various bits and pieces. The idea also is that, hang on, I'm just putting some stuff together, that along with that too is the fact that you've got a less volatile president, no crazy middle of the night tweets, no nonsense, right? So more of the trade that's there, it's not a short of the market because it's not a contested election yet, but be aware that if there is civil unrest, I don't want to hold US equities. Infrastructure, you don't need to be in it anymore, and we've exited that today. We went and bought an ETF, Asia, ASIA, which is really, really good, solid, big, chunky Chinese and Asian holdings. Taiwan Semiconductors is in there, JD.com, Alibaba, those sorts of things too. Just those Asian lines, those stocks that you really want to have and really want to own. We've stayed out of the space because of the situation going on between Trump and China, and they've been kicked. It's gone up and up and up. We just couldn't deal with the risk. Now we can, and we can be into it. If there is some sort of a magical switch around in the States and Trump does get through, that would probably have to be unwound. Now let's have a little look at this ETF, and you can see that where we've gone in to that as well. So there's the ETF there, Asia, ASIA. We bought it on about the open this morning. It's about 11.16 now, so pretty happy with that state of play, which is really good. The other one that I completely missed it, that I've owned this one for a while now, ResMed. Can you believe it? ResMed is one that I bought when everything was really starting to panic, and back in March. I am happy to hold, happy to still hold, happy to be a part of it. It came off and came off and came off, and now it's on its way back, which is great. So let's pull up ResMed for you and have a bit of a look. But look, it's on its way back now because of the increased case counts, and well, I'll let that chart tells you all of the story that you need to know. Have a look at that. That's ResMed. You can see the buy price area that I've got in there from about March. We wrote it all the way down. Didn't care. I would have picked it up about here is about where I would have picked it up. So pretty happy with that. Definitely happy. All-time highs now. Could not be happy with that at all. It's just one of those things of just having it in the portfolios, knowing full well that ventilators need to be used to fight COVID. The case count blow up has continued to add to their necessity and their ongoing necessity. People who have this thing will probably need a ResMed device potentially for the rest of their lives. It's sad, but it's now that's the shift. Invest where the shift is going. So that's it. So yeah, the two ones that we've done out of infrastructure in the US don't need to be there anymore. So that one that we did, slight profit on that. Pretty happy there. I'm still happy to hold industrials over there. Adding to opening in China, holding that ResMed that I've seen there. Not making any other moves on accounts. Still happy to hold that short. If there is some civil unrest overnight, I wouldn't mind having that short in the US market. So the triple Q bull bear put spread that we've got is still in play. Look, that's about it. The counting is still going to go through. Personally, I sort of, as long as there is a clear victor without civil unrest, the market will just by default go up. So just be aware of that and have a good one. Any questions, send me a note.